We'll catch up with Teddy in just a bit. Parallel Plays and Hot Zone is first up. We've seen some weird and wacky drafts. Looking at the tally as well there, the predictions over at event.brawlstars.com, 63% siding with Zeta Division here, 37% on the side of Reply Totem. A bit swayed there.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have faith in Zeta Division. I'm not sure if it's because they still think it's the Zeta Division from last year, but we do see them coming out on top of a lot of predictions pretty much all year round so far, at least. And honestly, regardless of whether it is or not, I'm happy to be backed by the community. 67% on my side. I think I'm pretty happy about that one. But Jesse is the first pick. I don't mind it. I've been saying I like it quite a lot. But I haven't really seen it on this map. Mr. P, however, we've been told it's meta by Bobby, and that means something.
Yeah, and Spen as well, a lot of pros saying that it's now the meta. I'm not convinced it's the meta. I think it's definitely now meta-worthy. We've seen more of Jess today than I can remember as well. I mean, that brawler is popping up a great deal. And in the hands of Reply Totem as well, they must mean business with it. B going to come out with that Mr. P pick. I mean, it makes a lot of sense, right? You pick Mr. P first, and then you know that your opposition is not necessarily going to be going for it. I really like that from Zeta. Like, their draft is kind of just mirroring their strategy here. But just it's a great thing to have on defense, you know? I really rate that turret on this particular map. You also have to have some range, some aggressiveness to be able to match alongside with it. I mean, Sam is available here as well. It's a bit of a tough call to have Sam going into a B, but we have seen stranger things, and I don't know, I won't put it past him. Carl going to come in as a bit of a safer pair of hands, no doubt about it. Who are you kind of siding with so far in this draft round?
I mean, it's a bit of a tough one. I think if Zeta Division managed to, I don't know, I was going to say pick up a thrower, but pretty much only Dynamite that'd be valid left. So I don't know how I feel about it. Willow's going to be very, very good, I feel, along a lot of these walls, and with Barley Band, the way it kind of amplifies that little bit more as well. But Zeta Division, I like the B. I like the Mr. P. But Carl has a lot to say about a lot of these picks in terms of just going aggressive and getting the spin on them.
We saw Navi earlier today really playing Willow for all it's worth. Gray going to come out for Zeta, and it's not a bad idea. I'm not overly convinced it's the best option in Power Plays, but I can absolutely dig it for sure. We'll see how Zeta kind of fare with it. I think for the most part, you got to remember it's Reply Totem with this comp. It's kind of not necessarily what you'd expect to see them play, actually. The Carl for sure, but everything around it is definitely a bit more avant-garde, a bit more out there. But, you know, MMA did show that Willow has a place in Parallel Plays. Reply Totem seem to have picked up on the same idea. And I'm going to be curious to see like how well Reply Totem do fare with that Willow pick. And the Grey on the side of Zeta, to be completely honest. As we go into our grand finals match for today, is it going to be 3 grand finals wins for Zeta, or Reply Totem make their mark and get there first? We're about to find out.
Well, it's going to be a very good start for Reply Totem, I'll tell you that. Maru already slotting on, getting some shots through. There's the 3k available there from now in, does actually get it off, follows up nicely as well, but Joker's still there. He's just taking his spot, slow down coming through though, and the 3k hit. But Maury's going to be taking his place, and it kind of just seems like a never-ending flow of Totem.
Aggressive stuff, but then not done yet. Maru comes in, the protective pirouette as well. Gary gets the walking cane off, but he's still going. Replaced now by Joker, who's very calm and collected, just waiting for his time to try and get a turret. And now he can utilize that as a bit of a thing to tank a lot of these shots coming in. He's still there. They've got to deal with him and get the right angles in this pinch, because now Maru's come behind it. All this time, Reply Totem has been going on the aggressive, and I love it.
Yeah, Jiro looking for that TP back and trying to get another 1000 HP heal, but Maru's just staying on the zone and almost finished it off right there. 2% needed, and it's going to have to be an absolute dream from Zeta, as they haven't even got 1% of total side yet. They need to defend, they need to aggress, they need to do everything. But Maru, if he gets the super, should just be able to spin up and finish this.
Just 2% now, that is done, and that's it for the first game, you know, and was last year for the Reply Totem. So if anyone can get inside the minds of this squad, it is going to be Zeta themselves. Maru just going straight onto the zone yet again, but the taps from Gary were much better and the clear up much swifter. That is the way you want to start this time around for Zeta, and they can now focus their time and their attention to the top right.
Yeah, you can't blame him for a really nice aggressive plays, but so far it seems like Maury's just been defending so well, and Maru aggressing. Joker kind of just being that support unit. He's going to get hit now in the LP and push back. Maru slowed. Jiro's going to TP onto him as well, and this is the best we've seen from Zeta, and they haven't even guaranteed a percentage of the opposing zone yet, but still the best.
Going through, great timing on the gadget there. Except from Meow, who's focusing far more on the right-hand side at the moment. Maori just waiting to try to seize the moment that he can gain that mind control and hopefully put his opposition against his own opposition, really. Very tied up now. Zeta creeping forwards now into a very good spot, trying to get this pinch between himself and Meow onto Joker and Maori. But anyone who goes down now is going to give up a great deal of control and high ground. Now, Python turning as Reply Totem will start to push forwards here.
Yeah, there's Maru, TP available as well, but it's going to go too far if he does choose to go for it. Tries to bait it out, Maru flashing that super, walking gain in, gets the 1000 HP heal and gets it off. But still, that's even more percentage than we've already seen come out the top from Meow, and he's been just locked in a 1v1 matchup against Mori. It's just get a shot, heal, either way. And so far, it's just been Maru getting some aggressive percentage.
Yeah, but these flying hooks are being as exacerbated as they go down. He's got none more left. There is a lovely little honey molasses there from Naui to ensure the swift takedown, and now they can focus again on that top right-hand side zone. Mario with no super, not really much the aggressiveness, and as long as Zeta can keep him that way, they can really start to control his left-hand side better and creep their way forwards. Yeah, we're going the aggressive, gets the takedown as well. Zeta are looking very, very good now.
Yeah, wonderful stuff, but all this can just be deflated by Mori making one masterful mind control here when they do choose to go aggressive, getting someone to kill another player, and that kind of just deflates all pressure. Maru needs a super to be able to have the mobility now those flying hooks are used. Slow available from Naui down this left-hand side as well, and endless amounts of porters coming in. Not the best place. But the TP from Jiro, overused there and just goes straight into two of them. Not the best plan so far. Now he's just going to take the 3k, but Joker will just tank it, eat that move forwards. Jiro going to go for the TP, but actually Maru just going to not even go aggressive with that super and just try and avoid it. Joker might want to just heal up in the meantime and take his place when he dies.
Got to take down in the end, but yeah, Reply Totem were getting themselves in some very, very good spots in that bottom left, causing a big problem that I wasn't sure Zeta were going to be able to get out of. Is there time on the clock to even be able to secure this zone? That's the question. No, with Mario there on the bottom left, regardless, and it should be Reply Totem will take this first set. They fought hard for it, and Zeta almost has something to say about it, but not quite enough.
With only one kill, you're not going to get that offensive percentage.
Yeah, it's very much just about cycling that aggressiveness onto the zone, isn't it? And that's what Reply Totem did so well. Going down a fair amount, you know, he's going to inevitably give more kills to Zeta, but it's the objective that matters. And we might see a very similar story happening here. Curious to see what the bans will be in that respect. But Carl, you've got to talk about that. You know, that Brawl really coming in to full force now. I would say very much the meta. Don't know whether it's quite leaked into the bans, but as a result of the, yeah, there we go, Carl being banned. I'm glad to see it because this is a map where it would have really thrived. Bonnie is the response. It's the first pick from Reply Totem. But Brock, Max, and Eve banned from Zeta. Carl, Colette, and Grom banned by Reply Totem.
Yeah, looking quite good then. Penny going to be the first pick of Zeta division. I do like it. I think Penny's a very, very solid brawler, very versatile, can be good against Bonnie as well. Once you get that salty barrel, once you get the mortar down and stuff like that, it's extremely good in that top left-hand side pocket. But they do have a second pick as well. See what they'll follow up with, possibly something like a Bell or something like that. It's also good against the Bonnie. Eve's banned out, sorry. So maybe something long range. Brock definitely banned out as well. So you've got to be looking towards something like a Bell, I would say.
It'll be a solid pick for sure, and it is going to come in for Zeta. We know that they tap with it. We saw it already earlier today over on Kaboom Canyon, and it's, you know, we've seen them also bring in Nanny here quite a fair amount, so I wonder whether they might be considering that as their third and final pick when they can see the grand scheme of things. Again, not my kind of go-to ideas, but Zeta are built a bit diff in that respect, and they do like to go with some edgier ideas. Reply Totem tend to play things a little bit more traditional in that respect. Let's see as they might go towards the B potential. Something with some range definitely to add to that Bonnie is going to help considerably so. Shelly going to come in, I mean, all day long, you know, we've seen it win. And at the end of the day, Sam as well. You see, I would have thought Sam was going to be coming on the parallel plays, not here. This is edgy ideas. Reply Totem last year really kind of set the scene, the standard of bringing in Buzz here as a bit of a staple diet. And I've never quite seen them go with the Sam myself, Trevor. How about you?
Nah, I'm not sure about it either. Maybe they bring in something like a Ruffs or something like that, get a good amount of supers off that Sam, and obviously pretty decently against the Shelly as well, drop some sandbags, and the Clay Pigeon doesn't do too much of range, but they're going to go with Lou. And I don't really have an explanation for this at all, really. On a map like Safe Zone, I don't really see Lou too often, but obviously it's going to be good against the tank, possibly good against the Shelly as well. It's just whether or not they're going to get the value out of the freezes.
This has gone very, very weird for me. It makes sense, you know, it does make sense. There's a very strong counter towards Sam and any tank for that matter that's going to be really trying to get out right into your face. But I mean, I genuinely can't even recall the last time I saw loot on Heist, let alone specifically Safe Zone. I feel like Shelly can't really go far wrong here, but ultimately if Zeta do really clock onto that fact and target her specifically with that mark, really with their undivided attention, then that could really be the difference maker here. Joker pushes his way forward so quickly, but the shots from Geru are connecting, as we thoroughly expected coming into this one that they would. So yeah, not great for the reply to not the great start they really were looking for here. They have to rethink this trap.
Instant mortar as well coming through, and that's going to do quite a lot, but instantly taken down by Joker. Shouldn't be too far off getting it back if he just stands like this, though. Maybe one shot left, and there comes the stun coming in from now. He gets the stun off, but Maru still survives and gets a bit of damage for his troubles as well. Only 2%, but every percent matters.
Yeah, it really does. Ultimately, Maru as well has got to jump in and looking for his time to do so, keeping Naui low. Joker's quickly into the mix as well on the left-hand side. Power up for knockback potential, but Maori duking around this, gonna go down now, but he's got some damage in the meanwhile. 18% done. The reply totem, and not really since Zeta too much into the thick of things. Bit of a wasted super there for me from Naru, but let's see, he'll probably earn it back pretty swiftly, I would say.
Yeah, Joker marked up as well, not the best. Mori almost stunned out. Get the gadget back in from Joker. Got the super returned as well. The Knuckle Buster's back in hand and getting some heals. But when you marked up, the heals are going to be nowhere near as valuable because you're getting damaged so much. Penny Mortar re-established up there, and Joker just pushing straight through his mid. But with Lu Super, where's he going to go?
You can force the right-hand side, which you will do, yeah, and just really shut down Maori there. And now they can start to get the damage that they've been desperately needing for the past few minutes. But nest egg is in a great spot too. Does Maru know? No, he does not. He's going to trigger it. And he's going to focus his attention onto the turret. Joker's knocked back here. The shots are going to get so much value from Geru. Maru should go down here. Survives on a little bit, but Meow will seal the deal. And this is looking much better. Zeta shouldn't really be faltering here, but it's a lot closer than I think it really should be.
Yeah, and Mori's juking nicely as well. Just got to try and stay up in the mix and let his teammates come up because they're in a 3% lead. Maru's going aggressive here as well, not even soaking up any shots either, but these two are just hoping to just get the damage off Sam. Maru just left on safe now as well. This is a risky game they're playing here. Pull back, but the knockback from the turret as well. It looks like Maru might try and pinch back. The damage is coming through, and it's actually being wiped out. The damage from the Lu Super's coming down, but up comes Totem, and they're adding damage to the save. The Sam, the Shelly, they don't have that much damage in the middle of the map, but when they get on the save, 4,000 from the Super. And Zeta, after dominating the entire game, lose the first to Totem.
Be so careful around that. I mean, now Zeta are really in trouble of dropping another set. 2 sets down in the grand finals is not a place that they've really ever found themselves in before, so they've got to be very careful now and start really iron out some of these mistakes. And they are kind of mistakes for me. You know, they've got a winning comp against another one which is a bit lacking in range in some respects, and I mean, Maru, they're breaking. I mean, that's intentional, I'm assuming, right?
I imagine so. Maybe it's going to be useful for that Bonnie, but Mark going to be missed, shots going to be missed, and Maru is juking like nobody's business over this left-hand side, not getting hit by pretty much anybody, but a lot of damage coming through from that Penny. Might be able to get rid of this turret and get some shots through. Maru's there, Mori's there jumping in as well, and Maru's still alive, maybe even can get the kill there. Not shooting any shots, just waiting for all his ammo to be replenished. Might be able to find some kills, and Joker tried to come through, but 21% dealt by Totem. And Zeta, they have an answer, they can't even find him.
They're flustered. They really are. Maru. Maru is doing a fantastic job in these bushes, and he's still there. He's able to get back into tank form as well. And yeah, we'll get onto the safe. He's got Salty Barrel, but Joker isn't hot for shoot anyway. And Zeta just do not look like a squad right now. They look like they're just trying to make battles happen left, right, and center on their own instead of focusing on the real threats at hand and moving on to the next. And meanwhile, Reply to them are doing just fantastic spawn cycling, and that's where they're thriving.
Yeah, Mori looking for another super now. Got to be a decent distance off because he did just turn back to that cannon form, so maybe a couple of hits and he'll be there. Joker trying to find his route through. Throws out his Knuckle Busters a little bit too far to the left, but gets the heal off and picks them up. Meow's not going to fall either, but Mori just looking for this shot. If he can get it, no matter who goes up top, they're not really going to be able to equal his damage. Mori has the super over the left-hand side as well. We've still got Joker rolling through also, and they just need this opening. He's getting shots on safe anyway, and there's the jump. Now he just needs to pick his time.
Zeta struggling to really land the kills as quickly as they need to get onto the aggressive here. Maori onto the safe. Joker now following up. Going to be stunned and frozen out now, but there's just no time for a push. And look how big the push has to be in 25 seconds of time. It's just not realistically going to happen. And Reply Totem are just running away with this. I don't think the Lou pick was the right call here. There's still some time left to play, but it's looking surely, Trav.
I mean, 3% on the safe. They're not really going to be bringing this back, are they? 12 seconds left. Even if they spam every shot they've got on the safe, it's not happening. 9 seconds now, and Reply Totem are going to run away with it. Even a bit more damage from the Knuckle Busters thrown in there. Super to play defensive, but that's going to be 2 sets to Reply Totem, and Zeta Division are just dwindling away.
Fury with a sweep of their own at this moment.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they were going to gravitate towards a Rux or something like that. I think that would have been a much better pick. Just play down one of those lanes, get some power-ups, play for the long game, because they outrange them. They're going to out-damage them if they get towards that safe, but they just didn't play the long game. They were just running in and getting dealt with by the Shelly and the Sam. So we're moving on to Flare and Phoenix. They've got to restart now. A full reverse sweep is required, and a knockout is the game mode. But we'll see if they're able to do it, or if Reply Totem will take this win and become the June monthly final winners. You'll see the roughs coming off the start from Reply Totem this time, and I thought it was going to happen in the last. Bans coming in of the Grey, the Shelly, and the Gus. Barley going to be the first pick of Zeta Division, and their bans are going to be the Gene, the Tick, and the Shelly.
Quite like the Grey ban here from Reply Totem, as it is one of those maps where Grey can have so much presence realistically here. Thinking ahead, and the Shelly ban, I mean, you kind of have to. Like on both sides, you really do kind of have to at this point in time. The mid, ultimately here, is a bit of a risky one. I like kind of Gene here myself, but once those bushes are broken, it does really restrict what you can do with it. So B going to come in now for Zeta, which I think I prefer in that instance. RT, though, is still very much available here, and that would be where I feel like Reply Totem have to go with next. If they were thinking to combine the roughs with the beef, that kind of harder hitting sting, it's going to work wonders as well with the RT too. So that being available is a no-brainer for me. Something potentially here for throwing control could be on their minds as well, but I think you have to go with that longer range approach. Roughs is just not going to cut it on its own.
Yeah, I agree. Max is going to be there as well. They're not really going to play for the long-range approach, and I don't mind it. You're going to go for the Max, just play for some speed. Grom's going to be coming in after that as well. Got that thrower. And obviously with Barley on the other side, you're going to be outranged him just that little bit. If you can manage to hit the shots, Grom Bomb being very influential as well. It's not like a Barley super, it does damage over time. It's very hit and get the damage done, and that's the end of the round, or at least some wall break can come down from that as well. But Zeta Division have this last pick. It's going to have to be a very, very smart one if they want to beat Reply Totem here, and they need to get another 2 sets after that as well.
I like the response for me. Carl is going to work out wondrously well here. I think that Zeta can bring back a set with this comp. But look how bold it is for Reply Totem. It's very aggressive. Max mid, I don't mind it, but I think there's just kind of better options that are a bit safer, and they don't want to play it safe. They want to wrap this one up. They want to make a statement, and what a statement it would be, you know, because ultimately there's so much history between these two teams. You know, Reply Totem had so much success last year. Obviously, you know, Inso leaving the roster and the organization going over to Zeta. There's a long-term history, and they've been suffering in defeats against this team time and time again, month by month, you know, except for obviously in April. This is their chance to get redemption. This is their redemption arc right now, and they just want to go in and seize it.
Well, we shall see if they're able to do it. They've got a good start, but Meow's very low, and that might be a pinch capability there. Joker just backs off. Doesn't really want that fight. And Mori throwing some shots down the mid. Not connecting onto Jiro just yet, and Joker's surely going to be ticking up now in terms of close to speed. And speed is going to be what they need, because they need this explosive burst to be able to get much done against this comp.
Yeah, field promotion being ran there by Mara as well, so the HP of Joker going to be just going up. The more they stick together, and the more Joker moves, obviously, the more speed it's going to have. We saw this come up, I believe, actually in the qualifiers. Pretty sure it was ran possibly by Casey and his squad, but it didn't work out, if I remember correctly. See, now there's a big pinch. The gap's coming in. They've got to say exactly what they need. I like that from him, but he might go down for it. Might be punished. The heals are there from Geru. Just the nick of time. It's created the space that they really needed here, and they could turn this around now.
Yeah, the heal's coming in, but Grombomb comes down. Jiro goes down as well. Meow falls, and Mori cleans up. Grombomb followed by some shots. Beautiful performance from him. 1 round needed for them to take this game, and on that, it'll be match point.
Scary stuff, isn't it? It really is. All hangs in the balance, and That's the thing, looking at the player cams between the sets, Zeta just did not look like they were in a fight mentality. They looked like they were just kind of already defeated and demoralized. They've got to come back here. Just a few shots down the left-hand side there. Be a bit more cautious. Joker going in very aggressive on the taps, and Reply Totem just look like they are in control every step of the way. Very aggressive in their nature. They're just going to start to match that, and this is not necessarily the kind of comp that will.
Yeah, Mario's just giving him such beefy HP as well. The power-ups there, the shield gear, the field promotion, everything's lining up for Joker to be the man to make the move. He's got his speed as well, and just saving this for the late game. Gadget thrown down the left-hand side there by Mori. Still got a couple in hand though, I believe, and now the speed comes through. Shot onto Mario instantly though, and with speed, that's not what you want. They might have wasted this one. Need to start from ground zero yet again, but Meow's got super, and that can be dangerous.
Big clustering here, big value there from Meow. He can go in if he wants, but he's keeping everyone low. Nonetheless, Joker 100 HP goes down finally, and the pinch will secure it. Signs of life from Zeta, and it's about time.
Yeah, it really is. They need to make the plays yet again. They're just waiting for the late game, but Joker and his speed really didn't do a lot, I will say. You needed to make more use of that, I feel, and maybe another power-up being thrown to him in this round is needed, and just that speed needs to be more influential. He does have it now, and field promotion beefing him up a little bit more, but now he's saving this 3K. Meow saving his spin. Still got a flying hook in hand as well, and that is dangerous.
Good shoots though. Meow did well with flying hook in, and Mari's in trouble. He will go down. Everyone survives for Zeta. This is the best chance of getting a game that they've had for a very long time. Great honey molasses there from Naui. Absolutely shutting out Joker. Another taps to follow should see his demise. He's escaped. Phase shift away. A chance to fight another day. I really do like that. Supply drop from Mari, because why not, right? This is over either way you look at it, one way or another. Someone is winning this game. And this is the best chance they've got to be able to survive on. They're doing so for now, but it's a 3 versus 2. It's a big ask here, Trav.
Yeah, and Mario's going to be gone as well. Surely the shot's there. Joker's the only one remaining. Phase shift through that. Doesn't even get that kill.
Did need a little bit of hope, a glimmer that this comp has some legs here to survive a set, and then they can work out the rest after that. But they're still game away from doing so, and the Reply Totem will have learned a lot from the previous rounds. Let's see how they fare this time round. They're playing a lot slower into the mid. I prefer that myself. I think that Mario and Joker have got just to buy as much time as they can until they can earn that utility to go on that aggressive push. Be very careful of Meow, because he is dangerous in that call.
Yeah, it really is. Joker now just trying to make something happen, get his super and get some aggression going. Meow's the one who's really making the moves for this side of Zeta Division though, and he's getting some piercing shot through. Lovely stuff. Maru's very low now as well, and Jiro pops this healing tonic as well, but through comes the Grom shots. He's got a gadget activated as well. That can be dangerous. Shots come through, but nothing connects. Speed from Joker is going to use it, not trying to save it for the next. Meow almost falls, but just avoids it, and Maori running for the wall to try and stay alive, but I'm not sure that's going to happen either.
Yeah, that was great from Zeta there, being really patient. Meow was very close to going down, and that could have been a real game changer in that one. But nonetheless, this could well be looking like a Zeta set for me, and that could well be enough to see another to follow later on. Big speed coming in, phase shifted from Joker, but he's going to back away from Gare as the heals come out. Keep everyone afloat. And now, at least, going back into the side walls and looking to fight another day. Last call available for Geru. Protective pirouette available for Meow, and big amplified sting ready for Naui. It feels like Zeta are getting all ready for this next push.
Well, we'll see if Joker can get a speed and make something happen, because it's going to be Maori who needs to make the play now. He's the one with the power-up, and he's the one who's at such a tough position against Meow, who just flying hooks in and gets the super off with tailspin and protective pirouette. Mario just getting some shots through, getting very, very low as well. But here comes Meow, speed away. So flying hook was wasted, but he's still got another one. He's still got some in the bank as well. So not the best position for them whatsoever. But now he might be the prime target for Joker here. Little trade might be happening down bottom as well. Joker gets the kill, but they actually both survive. Mario's still alive. Needs a super if he wants to make something happen here, and I just don't see it happening. Maori, like, trying to get something happening. Actually gets one. Can he get two? Him versus Jiro, it's going to be 2 shots needing to connect. But Barley's just so much easier to hit.
Absolutely so. It's very, very entertaining, but you've got to be able to be as controlled when it comes to landing those marks as well. Backyard Bowl is the map for Brawl up next. Very much a different kind of play style for sure, but I don't know, Trev. This map, obviously in the pool, has had its kind of historical times of troublesome stalemate kind of moments. We haven't really seen that in the new sort of implementation since the Indestructible Walls, at least in my opinion. Kind of, where do you see this kind of map fitting now in terms of the meta and, like, you know, when teams approach it, what have they got to bear in mind?
I mean, I feel like we still have had some serious stalemates, just as you say, not as many since those Unbreakable Walls, which is kind of unexpected. And I do think in Europe as well, it's one of those things where they just go for it, you know, like the ball's in the pocket sometimes, but occasionally it's just a more aggressive kind of stance than a lot of the other regions who play it a lot more passively. In terms of the bans, though, we got that Gene, the Max, and the Stu. And Stu, Shelly, and Penny on the other side. Obviously, with Zeta Division having the first pick, they're probably getting Shelly out of the way because of that. But they're actually going to go for this Gus. I do like it. Give some good, give some good shields for the aggressive stances. And obviously, if you defend in as well, it can be very, very good. But I don't know if it's a first pick for me.
I'm warming to it. It's one of those brawls that I always forget kind of actually exists when it comes to the draft. But now I'm coming towards the idea that it's kind of first pick worthy for me. I think Bonnie here would be a good response idea for Reply Totem, but doesn't really kind of match too much their playstyle. A little bit here and there, but if they can get an opening for a big tankier idea, I think that's kind of where they'd like to be with this. No, okay, fair enough. I quite like it. I mean, it's going to help a little bit more with the control side of things, and Crow is a fantastic way to back that idea up too. Could open up the doors to a Pam here from Zeta or something. They play some very out there kind of stuff, which we don't tend to see other teams in this region adopting towards. You know, they really do have the nannies, their flagship too. I don't see it working here myself, but a Brock would be my kind of go-to way. Something to break open those protective barriers to really open up the goal mouth wouldn't go amiss. You don't want to get trapped in this idea of having that there necessarily. You much prefer to leave it. B going to come out though. It's always a good mid, but it does leave some options still available for Reply Totem to be able to counter it.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe Mr. P, not banned out, so I think Mr. P is probably a good shout.
They could pair it.
They don't really want it against the B either, and it's probably quite good against the Bonnie, against the Crow, so wouldn't be a bad shout in my opinion, but I kind of guess the B defends them against a few more tanks. Obviously, if you go Mr. P, you're kind of susceptible to just being walked over, but with B pinching down, it might be a little bit better. As B's already good against Bonnie anyway. They're going to go with Carl, though. And now I feel like, actually, no, because Carl's going to be decent against Mr. P, right? So it's not going to leave them that susceptible. But still, I don't think it'll be a bad pick.
Yeah, it's going to cause some problems here and there. I don't mind it if they go for it, but I'm kind of with you. I think they need to draw away a bit from that idea now. It will definitely exacerbate a lot of the B shots that they'd like to be able to maintain. And it's Buzz coming out. And I don't mind it. I quite like it. But it is definitely high risk for sure. The Reply Totem are that team. You know, they will pop off with it. And you just can't turn your back to them with it. You're going to have to take care of it. Slow's going to have to be there. I think Zeta would like to go on the aggressive here big time. They need to wrap up this set kind of quick, because if they let Reply Totem cook, they're going to get burned.
Yeah, no, I agree. And, you know, Buzz, it's going to be very good against this Carl. If he can get in proximity of that Gus as well, can be very good against that. B, it's pretty much the defense they have against it. But at the same time, B can be overwhelmed quite simply just by a jump from Bonnie or something like that. But Bonnie's going to have to get super. Oh, Jiro. Not looking good.
They're all together, right? So it's kind of one of those unfortunate things. They're going to try to defend as best they can, but I don't see how it's going to work. I think he's back now, but that's unfortunate.
Definitely so. Unfortunate circumstance for Jiro, but he's just got to play on and see what happens afterwards. Now got the super as well. Got triple super from Zeta Division. This might be an aggressive push that they need. Now he's trying to play down this right side. Nice stuff. Great shots coming through, but the slow's quickly exacerbated by that jump from Mori, moving into a different form. Joker has the super, and Meow got to be his prime target, surely. Tries to snipe him across. Vertical jump from Maru, going to surely get the trade. Actually gets the kill with one shot from Maori coming in. And Jiro looking for the walk, but not able to find it with a nice interception from Maru.
This is where the wall break is really opened the doors for Buzz to thrive, because Reply Totem can sit back in these moments and just actually get stronger for it. Big flying hook in from Meow will secure it. Let's get the pass through as well, as Arrow is stunned now. Nice catch it over the Kooky Popper. Maru's going to try and force it through. Oh, great interception. The pass through is there. Beautiful stuff from Zeta. Calm and collected when they needed it most. They get a goal on the board.
Yeah, Maru's got his jump here now as well. Super still available for him. Joker just working on his and gets it as well. Grasps him perfectly. Mid-spin, wastes his super. Nice stuff from him, but down goes Maru. Still some gadgets in hand for Joker as well, but don't really want to be going towards any of these without a super and a stun. Shield can be popped onto himself, but jump goes vertical from Maru and tries to get Naui down, and even with the goal that they pretty much got gifted, they're looking good.
Yeah, you can really sense the tides are turning here a little bit. Big stun there from Joker. Picked up though from Gary, so the trade is there. And Maru is going to go down himself. I think Gary can probably walk this one in, especially with the heals. Meow there for support. No stun available.
I'm thinking a big win if they manage to pull this one through. They won it even with a gold pretty much gifted against Reply Totem in this one. So we might be seeing that set number 5. Totem going to need another explosive start, but this time with Jiro actually playing might be a little bit more difficult. And after he came back, Zeta played it perfectly.
They know that they've got to take care of this buzz pick, and they have been doing that. Joker's been struggling because the shots are just landing from all directions, because everyone on the side of Zeta knows that they've got to ensure it. Dropping like flies now, the pass through there, the potential pass through to Naui, but going to play it slow because you have to against the buzz. Take care of it first, and then go for the big push here. Time Toxin is still available for Maru as well, so it's going to be a tough thing. They're going to pass through, then Meow is there for it. He's going to have to go away for it. It makes a lot of sense. Just exacerbate down what Reply Totem have got to defend until they got nothing left, and then seize the moment. They've already got them in a good spot, so they can just keep this flow, and eventually they will falter.
Yeah, you gotta hope Joker doesn't get a really good super for them though, and there he does. Nice shield provided.
Wow.
Beautiful from Jiro, finding that. Mori's low as well. Gets back in the tank form, but 1 and a 2 from now. He'll get him down. 120 on the clock. That's a goal. And now Reply Totem have to make something happen.
Incredible stuff. You know, Zeta are looking at home. It's a map moment which really suit them. I don't think the bus pick is a bad one. It's just simply the strategy that they're focusing around. Maru needs his super. He's got it now. He can go for the jump. He's going to pass through the Joker, who's going to score surely. Yeah, gadget in. You can see it coming a mile away, and Zeta just didn't notice it coming, and that's the first sign of a potential turnaround.
Yeah, and it's one of the only mistakes you'll see Zeta make as well. That's the thing. Letting that open, you know, we could see it. It's obviously different when you're playing, but you could see that from a mile away as a viewer perspective. Meow got his super here as well, but going to be feeding Jokers in the meantime. Great slicing and dicing from him there. Joker has the super in hand, trying to go for a little swinging play from one to another, but this has got to be a walk. There's 3 of them there. The jump comes in from Maru. Might even intercept this ball, but doesn't. The spins come through. Meow's there. He's got his super, though. Gets the stun off, gets the ball, plays it to the right, and they live.
But only just great stuff from Joker. Really coming in clutch for his team there, because that would have been 5th and final set all day long, and he's not done yet. Gadget in. Great timing for the shields there on Garu's half, but he goes down regardless. It's a 3 versus 1. What can Naui do about this? He's going to try for the attempt. Oh, the missed shot from Joker. It's a painful one to watch back in the board, I can assure you. And Zeta, as a result, are able to survive on a bit longer.
Needs some supers back though, and Joker's gonna have a tough time in this overtime. Everybody outranging him, but he gets his super. Still got one of these little shield, these little healthy things for Gus on the floor here, but now he is hitting hard there with the stun. The shield hits him as well though. He's getting the shield. It's just perfect from Jiro every time they're in danger. He's got a shield ready. Follow-up shots from Naui, and just that last one avoided. Nice kill there from Meow as well. They're bringing the ball up. They want this set number 5. They can smell it. They just need to make something happen.
Zeta are fighting, and it's exactly what we wanted to see. Big stuff from Joker, but the shield coming in clutch yet again. And this utility super for Meow, super for Naui. If they get themselves to the ball, this could well be a goal. And going to the 5th and final step, Joker's going to try to get a stun here. The ball's left hanging there. He's going to be able to defend. What? How has he managed to do that?
I mean, that seems like a mistake from Zeta. Game was brilliant plays from both sides there, back and forward. Totem still need 2 to finish the game, and Zeta Division need 1 to take to a set number 5.
What an aggressive start from Reply Totem, and Joker's got the stun off the back of that. They've got to get this ball away. This is going to be a Reply Totem goal. What a gadget there from Garu. He's able to just single-handedly just deflate the entire left-hand side. Wow, great stuff. And now they can take care of Maori as well. That was crisis averted. I've got to hand it to Joker though for that defense. That was just, honestly, the timing was impeccable. And we wouldn't even be at this point in time if that hadn't have been defended. So let's see though, can Reply Totem still secure the win within this set? It's definitely possible. Larry's looking for the search for the ball, not going to find it. Larry jumps in, and it's not going to be enough. It's going to be a goal. Reply Totem now are in a fantastic spot.
Yeah, wasting the time there as well to perfection. 1 minute 35 still on the clock, though. Zeta Division need an answer in that time. Joker has another super here as well. He's going to be looking to finish this one off before Zeta can even answer. And gadget pop by Mori, increasing his movement speed, and that's going to be a tough thing for B to hit. Little shot coming through there and baited out a few. Nice stunt to return there, but ball's got to go in the corner for Totem here. They need to wait this out, but pass up and the slow. Brilliant stuff. Doesn't get the interception of this. Might be a walk. Does he have super? He doesn't. Might want to get it. He does get it in time, and Joker defends again.
Incredible stuff. You know, I saw the way that Zeta backed away. They didn't want to feed into Joker too much by trying to have the body blocks available for the goal. Meow might be able to get this. No, shut down massively so. Great stuff there from Maru. I think a little pop of the slowing toxin possibly there too, just to ensure it. But nonetheless, Reply Totem can just castle that ball on the top right now and focus their attention on just securing kills. But Zeta, they've got to be feeling now about Joker and the way that he's handling the situation that they're going to go back to where they were in the previous games and really focus their time and their attention on just ensuring the takedowns quickly.
Yeah, slow onto Joker there as well. Follow-up shots also. Meow gets the super off. There he comes now, all going in. Jump from Mori onto all three. Gets one. One's got to go for the ball. One's got to walk. Surely, and none of them go for it. There's 15 seconds left. You're getting stunned. You've got to play for it.
We've seen Zeta like this before. It's in that indecisiveness going towards the ball, and it's happening again. Reply Totem will take this game, and that is going to move them ever closer off the match point now, and they can it's not the first time in this set. It's happened as well a couple of times now. I think we saw it a little bit in North America a few months back when, you know, Dog Walkers had that, you know, penny in the backhand, and we saw as well, I think it was where the oppositions were playing with that Rosa pick, and they were just really worried to go for the goal a lot of the time because of a single brawler. And Zeta have got to shake that and be more, you know, secure in themselves and more assertive here because they're wasting opportunities and they might not get a second chance.
Jiro's shields are so good, though. I mean, they might have made some mistakes, but he's the one who's playing flawlessly here, I will say, giving shields whenever people need them. Through comes Meow, though. Great shots. Might be able to finish off Maru here. No slow from him just yet. Shield available as well. The stun comes through, and it's going to be missed. They're slicing through them now. Joker goes down. And this, please, Zeta, please. It's a goal. They get it in. And now only 1 minute and 40 until we see a set number 5 if Totem don't answer.
I was worried for your personal well-being for a second there, Trav. I was worried massively. Sorry if that didn't go in. But let's see how they respond now. Keeping Totem at bay, but Joker can't be far away, surely, from another huge stun moment. Big flying hook. The takedown is there onto Mari, and a jump is going to be forced out there from Maru. Swiftly taken care of as well. Will Joker get a third time defense? Oh, the stun was what? It was whiffed. They're going to get the pass through now, which they surely will. Zeta survives the 5th.
A close region. Any team can pretty much beat any team. We are going on into layer cake in bounty as the decider, though. And although they may have had some internet issues, they still managed to win that last set, which just goes to show how good they are. Jiro was stood still for pretty much the first goal of the first match, and they still come out on top.
I do love this for a decider. Layer cake can really go back and forth, and it's very punishing, you know. It's going to come down a great deal to this draft, and having something that's going to not get you too locked into your spawn. Fans are in. Squeak, Sprout, and the Mr. P from Zeta. Interesting. Tick, Barley, and Jean for Reply Totem. And the first coin toss handed over to Zeta. They will get the first draft, the first pick here. You kind of, in my opinion, have to go with a little bit more of that mid-control based brawler idea. It just kind of feels like you're able to, or not, you know, when Shelly's not banned, you know, pick Shelly. It's, yeah. I already know your thoughts on this one, Trav.
I mean, I don't like seeing it, I don't like watching it, but it usually wins, and that's clearly why Zeta Division have selected it, you know. A lot of the throwers banned out. I mean, we've got the Barley, the Tick, the Sprout all banned, which is probably what would be good against Shelly here. Squeak's banned out, Mr. P's banned out, another couple of brawlers that are probably decent against it as well. Jean, usually paired with Shelly rather than against it, but we do have Reply Totem's first pick, and it's going to be the Gus. Solid pick, obviously providing the shields. You want to take it out of Zeta Division's hands after Jiro just provided the performance that he did on it. You don't really want to see him playing that again, but they're going to pair that with a penny as well.
Yeah, I was thinking Gus actually for Zeta, but they didn't go for it, and I should have spotted the bans. Really, realistically, it's just going to be a go-to if someone's not gone for it. It's definitely a much more defensive idea from Reply Totem. They might want to pair something more aggressive towards the end, but Zeta might take that opportunity away from them. I'd quite like to see Carl come in now for Zeta. If not, maybe Reply Totem will snap it up, but ultimately, can they go with something tankier here as well on the side of Zeta? It's not really their play style necessarily, but something long range for Carl. Yeah, I like that. I do like that. Because Zeta work better with range. It just kind of fits their play style more. So having that ability to go in if they choose to. I'd imagine also get the flying hook in the blue star, which we didn't see earlier today on the side of foot, but it would make much more sense to Zeta to get that upper hand early and then have something to have in the back pocket to be a bit more defensive later.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I do really like the Carl, I will say, able to slice through Gus, you know, even with shields and stuff like that. Usually you want to pair that Carl with the Gus, have it go aggressive, but we're going to see the B come through as well. I do really like the Zeta division comp, I must say. You know, obviously, you're going to be able to tank quite a lot with that salty barrel, at least on the B side, but Carl's going to go straight through that. And I mean, that is dangerous for Reply Totem to face with. I think Reply Totem kind of playing more of the norm, but I don't know if I like the norm at the moment. Like, Zeta division just being out there and playing something a little bit different, it's either going to go very well for them or very poor. And I mean, it's not that different, but, you know, Reply Totem just a bit more safe.
Stu, the final pick. I'm not sure. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting aggression. But I kind of expected it almost to be actually something tankier, despite the beats, despite the Shelly, just because it just keeps Zeta on the back lines. Let's see, going into this one, I think I favor Zeta's comp myself here, but the penny is always good to have. You know, if you get your opposition in those back spawn areas and you can just wait your time, you know, and Zeta have got to be very cautious to not give up that control or die too frequently that they then have to relinquish that control. It's quite close in terms of the drop, I feel, but they're going in. And one of these two teams is coming out as the champion of the June monthly finals. Reply Totem have been looking for it ever since the start of this year. Zeta have had it twice, looking to make it a third.
Well, Joker going long dash as well, picking up that kill onto Meow. Can't get the work done, but goes through there. Instantly hit with that return shot from the B, and now down goes Mori as well. And this is what Zeta division wanted off the start. They might have lost Meow early on, but they answered quickly back.
Very swift. Great taps from Naui, and he's just continuing to just harass Joker, who's now on 150 HP there. Went down very swiftly prior to that as well. Lack of range, definitely not a favorable matchup for him in that mid area, but the shield handed over. Not going to do much. Realistically there, it's going to be fizzled out by the time he even gets in position. But Reply Totem are starting to just creep forwards on this right-hand side and close the gap a little bit. For the most part, Zeta are getting some good damage, though, to be able to deflate it every time.
Yeah, Meow in this spot here is really, really good. He's just going to be looking for something to finish them off, but just pop that clay pigeon, really not getting a lot from it, considering just long dashed away. Nice move there from Joker, but now he's just hitting shots and not really following them with the most of the 3Ks, but they are in the lead. And with Shelly in this position, if he maintains under the radar and in the grass, not able to be connected to by this penny turret, then they're not in a bad spot whatsoever.
That was a very big strong arm here. These taps from Naui, though, are helping out considerably well, and Garo just going to continue to whistle down Joker. But for 25 seconds, you've got to remember that Zeta have got to hold this position, and this could be a team wipe moment. Now, they're just going to be hanging on to that Stu for dear life. Could be a move for Garo to go in, but literally he didn't, because Joker tried to go on the aggressive. Now going out with the blue star to hand as well, to bear in mind. It's hands over to Reply Totem. One singular kill is now all they need. 5 seconds, Joker's too low. He can't go in the aggressive now. Meow also is to hand still. I don't think they're going to be able to get it. It's not going to happen.
They got the early kills and got the defensive line. They just stood there. Penny turret was placed way too far back as well, and it wasn't even connecting.
I need to see more from Joker on that Stu pick to warrant it here. It's just not really, for me, showing its worth. And whether that's because they just shut down so well, continuously so, or because it's just not right here. Either way you look at it, Zeta are dominating so far. Meow's already got super on the right-hand side, and Zeta can afford this now. They were playing a little bit more passive previous to this. just to get the lead, just to be able to try to ensure that they were able to survive those overtime moments. But now they are just letting it flow, and it's working. The reverse sweep dream, Trav, is very close to being succeeded.
Yeah, it really is. Jiro getting some nice shots in here as well. The penny turret being placed down. I had to use a flying hook back there. I'm honestly not sure if he really did need to use that, but chose to anyway, and now the penny turret comes down, and that got a lot of value. Just the blue star that being the defining factor now he not being hit by that penny shot, but it's really going to be in a good position now, a lot better than the previous one where it was just out of range.
Yeah, it's definitely a different scenario because that penny turret now is going to force the hand potential. Already look at this, the splash damage potential as well. Maru, down goes Meow. It's a lead over to reply Totem. Joker's low, but he will escape with his life as Gary might not do the same on the left-hand side. He has to use super there just to get out of harm's way. And that's one thing less to have going on the aggressive. Reply Totem can now sit back a little bit more and just wait this one out. Big tap from Naui, but 30 seconds is what remains, and it could be a match point in here quick. Or will Zeta be able to get a clutch final kill?
Well, Jiro's going to go down. Did use the gadget there as well. Not necessary, but Meow going forward, trying to get the shots in. Now he tanking with the honey molasses. We might be seeing a double match point here. Gets the shot off. Slow might follow up on the shot. There, Meow pinch back, needs the kill on Joker. Does get it, and that's going to close it down to 2. Any kill at all for Zeta will win it. He's got his super. Uses to go forward. 6 seconds on the clock. Too early. His teammates aren't there, but they're low. Gets the shot through the super. He gets the kill, but the trade's there for Totem. And
came on its head of a team wipe. My word, it comes down to one game, but so far I still feel the Zeta comp has better legs. That was too close for me, too close.
Yeah, Meow going on a bit of a tour around the left-hand side again. Joker, you know he's there because he's being scouted out. The rest of the bush is being scouted. Jiro goes forward. That should be Maru down. There's too many people pinching him. Joker's low as well. But slides through, they're not getting the connecting shots. Down goes 1, down goes 2. Joker the only one remaining. He was the one who was the lowest. Goes for the shots forward, but Jiro spin out. It's only 3, and they got the blue as well, so Jiro on Meow, and it's back in their hands.
Oh my word, it's just so tense. Big aggressive play from Joker, flying hook away from Garu. Able to live to fight another day. Oh, Joker, no, he knew what's coming. Straight into the face of the shotgun. Oh, but the gadget is there, and the trade is back. Blue Star still behind by 2 stars, but that was a bit of a saving grace, and they were able to retain a lot off the back of that singular takedown.
Good shield there. Joker looking to try and go in aggressive, but the 3k instantly going to get rid of that as well. Meow with 6k HP down this left-hand side. Jiro has this super, has the flying hook in hand as well, but being scouted out by Maru. They're playing this defensively once more, and if they don't feed the penny turret, then there's a possibility of winning from this position. But we saw it in the previous that when the penny turret's there, they're not in the best position.
Just 2 stars in it, and 30 seconds on the clock. It can change in the blink of an eye, and Joker is starting to creep forwards here. Low HP, shielded over there from Maori. That might be enough just to keep him in the mix here, but I worry. There's so many supers. Great gadget, but time for then the healing to come in for Zeta. It's going to be a push from Reply Totem. It's got to be now.
They're trying to make the push through. Joker's coming around the right-hand side. Super still available there for slow. The Soul Barrel didn't tank too much, and it's still there. Flying hook forward, and Jiro gets the kill. Joker's too low to do anything as well. 150, long dash is there. Gasser heal isn't. 2 of them fall, and Zeta Division are the champions of the monthly finals in EMEA.
Third time running for Zeta. They are back on top. It wasn't their time for April, but it is their time for June. This is the team to beat again in this region, and Reply Totem was so close to taking the crown for the first time this year. The reverse sweep continues to happen. It happened last month, and it's happened again. They're gonna have to go back and reflect